Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome back into the cave. Got a big update here. Back from vacation, settling in, getting the tank stabilized and back to normal. While I was gone, I unfortunately came back to a couple of dead fish, and the auto top off wasn't working, and the whole tank was just covered in this white slime. Don't know where that came from, but I lost two of my wrasses in the process. I lost the blue star leopard and the tricolor, so RIP. Really, really missed that blue star. That was sad. But I replaced them with three other wrasses and a tang, and I think I'm getting close to being done with my stocking. So there's a whole bunch of stuff, but let's get this started. So the clowns are doing good. They got names. We got Cuddy, which is the big one, and Big Black, who's the little one. I think I got him around the time that Big Black might have passed away. So as I was saying, three wrasses. The first one is this yellow chorus wrasse. Awesome fish. He's been in the tank for about 2 to 3 weeks now. He's doing good. He's healthy. And the next one is this social fairy wrasse, or long fin ruby red wrasse. It's something like that. It's long, but he's fitting into the tank just fine. The third wrasse is actually a black leopard wrasse. He's a little skittish, so I got footage of him. You'll see it a little bit later. But this is the first tang into the tank. It's a yellow eye coal tang. It's a juvenile. He's really small. But fingers crossed for this guy, because he looked healthy at the store. But I got him home, and now he's got these little white spots, on his fins. It's not affecting him. He's still healthy, putting in a shift like you can see. But fingers crossed for this guy that hopefully it's nothing. So I just up the feedings and just making sure the water quality is good, and hopefully it doesn't turn out to be anything. But here's the milestone, guys. The tank's been up for I think about 5 months now. So added the first SPS actually went into the tank, some beginner SPS, and they've been doing pretty good. So excited about that. But let's start on the left side and work our way to the right. Just update you on some of these coral. The frog spawn's doing great. And here's that black leopard wrasse right there in your screen. Yeah, he's really hard to get footage of, but I'm glad he sneaks his way into some of the shots in this vid. Got some good footage towards the end. But here to the left, actually, I started a little zoanthid garden. Got a bunch of different designer zoas there: reverse Fruit Loops, watermelon. I think I got LA Lakers, Rastas, Utter Chaos. Things like that. Hopefully that whole left side actually turns into a pretty cool garden. So now that's also kind of the problem with that left side, is because there's a lot of flow there. So I figured I put some low light SPS because it's near the bottom of my tank, and that's why this bird's nest is there. But this little brown acro, if you guys can tell me what that is, it looks ugly. It's horrible. It's a little turd looking thing, but I'm excited to see if this thing will grow into something. I think it'd be cool to share with everybody what happens to it, considering if I keep it alive. But on the flip side, this purple Monty is doing great. Starting to actually cover over where it had been fragged, where it was like a fresh cut, and just in a couple of weeks it's smoothed out and healing over that rock. So really happy with that placement. Now this next piece is actually part of our local Chicago Reef Forum Club grow out. It's a grow out competition, so we all got the same frag from the same colony. We're gonna see who can grow theirs out the biggest by the end of the year, so that should be fun. And also, if you guys know what that is, that'd be great to find out what this is, because I don't even really know what that is. But hopefully I win. Hopefully it grows a lot. Definitely keep you guys updated on that. This, I do know what it is. It's a rainbow stylo. I had this in the tank for about 2 to 3 weeks. It's doing great. It's not growing up, but it's growing out. It's definitely encrusted over where I had glued it. The colors are great on this one too, so really happy for that. So before we move on to the other island on the right, that completes everything there. Definitely looking to add more coral to this left island. It's just that the flow is a little fast there, and I really haven't decided what I'm going to put there. So if you guys have any suggestions for that whole middle ledge there, let me know. It's got moderate lighting and a good amount of flow coming through there. So here I'm just feeding the fish. And I've had a lot of coffee today, if you can't tell. I'm bouncing off the walls right now. But I feed these guys about half a cube of Rod's food a day. And, I'll mix in a little bit of pellets. I've stopped feeding pellets as much just because I fed that Blue Star a lot of pellets, and I thought maybe that might have been its downfall. So we're going au natural for a little bit, just going to feed frozen and see how that goes. And also 2 thumbs up to Rod's food. Always get a good response out of the fish when using it. If you guys haven't tried it, definitely give it a shot. But now moving on to the right side, I got this pink bird's nest that's actually doing awesome. It's actually got like this weird green tint to it actually under the blues. When the blues come on, you can see the green a lot more. But that's loving life where it is. It's growing well and couldn't be happier. It's really, really bright. But now this is probably one of my favorite pieces. This is a purple sea fan. It's a photosynthetic sea fan with tan polyps, and it's supposed to grow out into a fan. So I hope that grows out and fills that whole space. But a slow grower, but definitely a really cool piece, and definitely getting more into that. I got another Gorgonian too in the back. You'll see that. But these Duncans are actually doing a lot better. I was like, in the last update, I was getting ready to get rid of these, and because they had lost so much color, but I moved them there and left them alone, and they're actually recovering pretty nicely. So now these neon candy canes, these guys I guess are doing okay. I mean, they haven't really grown much. The color is good, they're healthy. I don't really know how fast or if they're known to be fast growers or not, but they're fine where they are. But that pretty much takes care of this whole middle part of this island. Really liking the way that looks. Maybe I'll add another piece or two, but I think I'm just going to let it grow. Down here I got these 2 rainbow akins and the micromusa. That's definitely getting out of the tank, but these guys are growing pretty well right here, so I think I'm going to add another one right in the middle, and then maybe another a frag off to the right, and just let that whole bottom ledge just kind of be an akin garden. And here you can kind of see all the heads that are surrounding it, and these actually probably have been one of the best growing coral in the tanks. So if you guys noticed how I mounted them is because I have 2 secondary goals for this tank. One of them is to keep the back as clean and as black as possible, and 2 is to not have any coral on the sand. I think it just and then now you're looking at coral in the sand, but they're gonna be moved. So the reason for that is I think it just looks cluttered, to me, and I don't think it's a natural environment either, because a lot of people that go diving say they don't see coral where there's sand, and especially LPS, these are a little bit deeper on reefs. So I really want to lift them off the sand onto the rock and literally have nothing cluttering my sandbed at all. So just like I mounted that frog spawn there in the middle, I gotta mount that octo spawn and that hammer. And there's the black leopard wrasse there. You get a good look at him there. It's a pretty cool fish. But guys, that's it. That's 5 months in the books. Hopefully with summer being over, I'll get more time to spend on the tank. Definitely load up some more coral in there. If you stayed this long, thanks for watching. If you liked it, hit the like button. Definitely subscribe. But we'll for sure catch you next time. And if you like the music, I have all the links down below. Feel free to check them out. Thanks, guys.